Hello there, I'm Chef Elle. I'm here at Whole Foods and I'm going to show you an unusual way to prepare dates stuffed with goat cheese. So let's go through our ingredients. We have, of course, dates, goat cheese, prosciutto, a little salt, cornstarch, rice flour, regular flour, and sparkling water. So let's go ahead and make the tempura batter. So to the plain flour, we'll go ahead and add the rice flour, a little salt, and the sparkling water. So just make sure that when you're adding the water, you don't add too much. You want it to be pourable like a nice pancake batter. And one day you may add the same one amount and then the next day it may be a different amount. So with tempura batter, sometimes you just never know. There you go. Just stir it until it's well combined. The tempura batter is perfect. So now it's time to stuff some dates. And we've already done some, but I just want to show you how simple this is. Just a little bit of goat cheese because you don't want it to overflow. And just wrap it with a piece of prosciutto that's about 2.5 to 3 inches. Simple toothpick. Skewer it through and place to the side. So the next thing we're going to do is just dredge them in a little cornstarch. Remove the excess cornstarch, dip it in the batter, let it rest there for a couple of seconds while you do some more. So we finished dredging them, so just twirl them around in the batter, make sure the excess strips off. And before we fry them, let's do a quick test just to make sure the oil is hot. With the handle of a wooden spoon, just insert it, and if you see tiny bubbles float to the top, that means the oil is the perfect temperature of 375 degrees. It's time to fry these. The best thing about this recipe is not only is it really delicious, but it's easy to make, and you can make them in advance up until the point of time to dredge them. And if you're ever unsure, just when they're ready, the tell-all is if they float, then they're ready. And never overcrowd your pot because you don't want them to overflow. That will be a hot, oily mess. So we're just waiting for these to float and they are almost ready. I'm telling you, this is such a winning recipe that you may just fight your guests for them. Now that our stuffed fried dates are ready, we're just going to remove them, drain them on some paper towels, and just serve them. If you want to keep the toothpicks in, do so, and that will make it easier for your guests or you to grab a date. The beauty of this recipe is that just unlike the weather, dates are always perfectly sweet. To keep them warm, just place them in an oven that's about 200 degrees in between batches.